I was just watching Armani Caesar and Kodak Black.
Yo, she's so bad, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is she hot?
I sent the link to my girl and I said, I want you to dress up like this for a scene with the cowboy hat and the pasties. I like that she's like butt naked in front of Kodak. He's really looking at her like,
I hope so.
he's looking at her. Yo, that's what I like about Kodak. Lil Baby or Young Boy, they would never do a song with a female rapper and give him that look. Like he's staring into her soul.
That was a look.
Kodak don't
Bro.
give a fuck.
Kodak don't give a fuck.
He also off them beans too, so it's like it's intensifying the moment significantly.
He definitely had the eye of the bean holder, yeah.
His
The
whole
bean
dance,
stock.
the Kodak Bop,
Yeah.
is the most ecstasy-induced dance I've ever seen.
Yeah,
He's like,
for sure. Kodak, like,
Florida boys, they be off the shits.
damn, I can't snitch. I had a good story, but, well, not like a good story. Fuck it.
Bust it.
My man 100K Track, he told me that when he was Kodak's right-hand man and stuff, when he was in the Sniper Gang universe, that he was definitely partaking in the tomfoolery,
Oh, I believe it.
and that he feels lucky that he made it.
I mean, he's like Kodak don't really hold back about that. I don't think it's something that he's.
This is old news, but we should just talk about it because fuck it. But did you see that thing on Instagram a couple of weeks ago that was like Adam22 getting into a little conversation with a Sniper Gang producer?
No.
So basically, like, I called out, it was after PNB died. And there's this producer whose name I don't know how to say, so I'm not even going to try. But I guess he's associated with Sniper Gang, whatever. And he put up a post saying the thing about Ghazi and Empire and how all the Empire rappers
okay, I
died.
remember
Oh,
that.
then they
I
all
remember
have they have the same ring with the star on it.
So Empire that has signed like 800 rappers over the last like 5-6 years, however long it's been, that, you know, the fact that like 7 of them have met their demise.
Mo
that-
3, XXX.
that
there's a
because Empire gave them a shot and because they believed in them and helped them in their careers, that Empire probably also, for some spooky reason, is involved in their death, which
bunch. They have an insurance policy.
it's
on
so
them.
stupid. But so I commented on the post and said basically like clown opinion or like, you know,
I saw that.
something along those
saw
lines.
that.
And so the fucking dude, this producer dude, he comments and he's basically like, we still remember when you got our pop-up shut down. We don't forget. Or he said, you got our pop-up
Wait,
shut
hold
down
on.
when you sucker punch somebody.
Wait, so he
He said that to me.
So he's riding for Kiki, the pop up.
No,
Bing, bing, bing,
I don't get it. But so he, I don't think that one landed. But
We liked it.
I don't know. I didn't even notice that. If I said pop-up, I didn't even notice it. But
You said you got our pop up shut down.
oh, okay. But anyway, so he said that, which is a real story, and it was a fucking kind of crazy story that never made it to the No Jumper airwaves. So I figured, like, why not? I'll just fucking air it out. So I did. I went to this event, and there's this dude at a store that I won't name, and you know, so I'm at the event. I'm with like a couple of my guys. And there's a dude who basically I had issues with because he had been hanging out in the back of the store at one point, and he was saying something that I perceived as being creepy to the girls that we were hanging out with, and I basically told him, get the fuck out of here, you're being a fucking creepy weirdo or some shit like that. So I said that to him, he gets offended, he leaves, whatever, and then I don't see him for a period of like weeks or a month or months, I don't know. And so then I see him at the store that he's working at the store, and so I'm friends with the owner, but I got issues with this fucking kid who works there. And so when I get there, he kind of like mutters something under his breath to me, and I don't really like hear it 100%, but I felt the vibe of like, oh shit, he got an issue with me. But I didn't really hear him when he said the thing, so I was like, whatever. I'm just
Did you
gonna-
remember him?
Yeah, 100%. Like, cause he was like, he was friends with, I think he was friends with Yuri. And Yuri stopped fucking with him when this happened,
Is
right?
it Chuck?
Shout out Yuri. He's a loyal soldier.
Chuck.
This is pre-Chuck. But
Is Chuck the white guy that said the N word? That guy.
yeah. This is different. But so, whatever. I'm trying to play it cool. I don't want to like start a fucking scuffle with this dude or whatever. But then I'm like walking through the fucking hallway or whatever, and for some reason he's like standing there and he like chucks a beer can at my leg, like an empty beer can. But I feel it hit my leg, and I turn around and I see him, And this, honestly, I think was the last fight that I ever got into, like 4 or 5 years ago or something.
You said, break yourself, nigga.
Yeah, so I ran up on him and
Direct
just-
quote, actually.
I started clobbering him. I believe that there may have been
Clobbering.
a guillotine choke applied at a certain point, and this all happens in the span of 10 seconds.
In the
or
store.
15 seconds, yeah, but we're like in this hallway too. So it's like, and nobody knew it was happening, so nobody's filming, and it's like a tight space. So it would have been like really hard to film in the first place. There was like only a couple people that would even be able to film it realistically, and it was so fast that nobody filmed it, whatever. But realistically, it wasn't like a big, crazy fight. It's like me and him just getting into it in this like one little isolated situation. It doesn't like spill out all crazy. It doesn't like get super ridiculous, right? But it's at this, it's a pop-up. That's why there's mad people there. I forgot to mention this, but it's a pop-up for like some, it was like, it was some Benjamin Kicks thing. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was like a shoe drop or something. There was like some shoe release or some shit like that. And it was like Kodak was getting paid, I guess, to pop up at this event, right?
He popped up with the chopper.
Right.
Bing, bing.
You know, we don't have to do that every time. So Kodak is getting paid to show up at this event, right? And so they just cancel the whole event. As soon as I get into the situation, like they just fucking cancel the whole fucking thing, even though it's like nothing. Like they tell the dude, like, just leave.
Did he tap out, or like how did it end the fight?
They just, somebody breaks it up, whatever, and then like nobody really got fucked up that
Was it
bad. Like I
Josh?
punched him in the face like once or twice, and then it just gets broken up, and that's it. And it's like,
But you were putting mitts on him essentially.
and I put him in a guillotine choke at one point, yes.
Yeah.
And so whatever, I'm not. It didn't go far enough for it to be like a super crazy like bloody fight. You know, it was like literally like 10 seconds, like a fight in a bar where it's crowded enough that it just gets broken up right away, right? So I thought it was pretty crazy that the event got shut down, to be totally honest, especially since like as soon as they told him to leave, the whole thing is diffused. It's over. It's
Yeah.
nothing. But it's still, it's like the fucking dude who owns the store, who is my homie, and it's his store, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants. But he just is like, no, whole event's shut down. It's canceled, whatever. And I never would have thought that anybody like held any sort of like hard feelings about this, because I mean I've had conversations with Kodak. I'm pretty sure the issue is that he got paid and then the event didn't even happen.
Still got his money.
So like the person who has a right to be mad about it, I'm pretty sure, is Benjamin Kicks, who I did notice unfollowed me a short time after that.
Wait, but so this is 5 years ago, 2017. Like you're popping from No Jumper, but it's not like you hadn't really blown up at that point yet, right?
I would
Like,
say
I'm
that's
pretty
like,
big already at
You were
that
pretty
point.
big
So to be
already.
fair,
2017 was-
2017, 2018, it's already like, you know, X and Pump are already like
That's
kind
when I
of in
heard
the
about
rear
it.
view. Like it was pretty big at that
Okay,
point. So
okay.
it was definitely a thing, but there was no video of it. So it's not like it was ever posted anywhere. There was
Right.
nobody like talked about it online or anything like that, you know?
Josh, was you there?
Nah.
I wasn't there. I was at the store. I saw what happened afterward.
What
ju-
happened afterwards? Oh,
So essentially,
22. Speak on what happened afterwards.
What? It was just a little fight.
Afterwards?
No, nothing happened afterwards. Shut
He
up,
just
Josh.
said.
So
I
essentially,
could fill,
find
you,
it.
I
I'm
could
gonna
fill
find
you
it.
in a little bit, but it ain't on camera stuff.
Ah.
okay.
see.
But so
No.
this other dude who's one of the producers from Sniper Gang.
Who I don't know who the fuck this dude is, but yeah, he apparently still has feelings about it, which is totally of interest to me because I've fully like had DM conversations with Kodak about going out there and hanging out and doing whatever. And I don't know if this is like his dude who's around him all the time or anything like that. But it is kind of crazy because it's like realistically, if I was gonna go out and film with Kodak, I wouldn't be pulling up without security or anything like that. But I mean, it could have been a situation where I could have maybe got lured into a fucking trap.
Right.
And they might make me change my name like one of the Island Boys. You know, Kodak did that to them, right? Kodiak Red.
Kodiak Red.
That's his name now because Kodak met him and basically said like, "Oh, your name Red 4X? Nah, you need a new name. I'm gonna call you Kodiak Red because he calls himself Kodiak and shit, right?
Well, and the weirdest thing about that whole like trajectory.
That's like
was
me
that-
meeting you and saying your name's not Lush anymore. It's Lush 22,
Right.
or just no. It's more like your name is Adam Lush.
Yeah.
Or luscious.
All the above.
I would not know.
But what was so weird about that is that Kodak started saying like, "You're my twin," and he was telling Kodiak Red, like, you're my twin. And he's like, I already have a twin. This other guy who looks like me and is also gay.
I already
as
have a
fuck."
best friend. I don't think I can have two best friends, Kodak.
But it's like, I love that the wedge between them that Kodak was driving by only fucking with him. And you could tell, like, the other guy was just like, well, what about me, bro? It's my twin.
That gave me a lot of insight into what Kodak's brain is like. How he could beat these two fucking impressionable kids and make one of them change their name and like fuck with one of them more than the other one to sort of like put some stress on the relationship. He's just like this
you can
little.
tell them apart?
He's like an antagonistic little gremlin ass motherfucker in there, just fucking with the Island Boys. I like that though. That's cool.
That's incredible.
I want to be more
super
like
gremlin.
that. Yeah, yeah. But that song's about Jack Boy.
Super Gremlin?
When you listen to it, it's like it's a diss song, which I didn't know
we
until
could
I
have been superstars.
Yeah.
I saw that fucking clip that
When you switch
academics
like a
did.
pussy little bitch.
Academics
No, it's not
interviewed Jack
safe
Boy and
for
got him
you.
to talk about it, and he said
Wow.
that song was a diss about him. Yeah,
Makes sense.
you like a pussy little bitch. Now when I listen to it, I'm rapping along to it, and it feels like the way that I feel when I'm rapping along to a King Von song, where he's dissing all these like GDs that I actually totally fuck with, and I feel like, oh god, I'm glad nobody's around when I'm rapping along to this.
Saying the N-word.
No, when I rap along to
For
Super
sure.
Gremlin, now I'm like, damn, I'm talking about Jack Boy. Totally makes the song different and kind of better. Even though
Damn,
I like
son.
Jack Boy, but it's still like a song feeling like an actual diss song and sort of like listening to the bars and thinking about who he's talking about makes it feel like it means so much more.
Yeah, it's like when I be singing along to Mariah Carey, Why You So Obsessed With Me, like knowing that it's about Eminem.
Really,
Just
I never
like
even thought about that.
I remember that song.
Wow.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
scathing diss track.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.